Ever feel like something's constantly pulling your focus away from your goals, distracting you just when you're ready to make progress? Lust might be the silent saboteur in your life, stealing your energy, consuming your thoughts, and leaving you stuck in a cycle that's hard to break. Lust is one of those sneaky forces that creep into your life, divert you from the track, and then derail you without you noticing it. What starts as just a thought or a benign habit might grow into obsessive thinking and pull you back from the pursuit of your goals, should it be left to develop in that manner. Good news? Take control and break free with the power to keep your eyes on what truly matters. Let's now get into how you can kill lust and achieve victory. Number 1. Take responsibility. Own your choices. Take complete ownership of your thoughts and actions. Lust does not happen to you. It's not some outside force over which you have no control over. Rather, blaming others for things like how they dress or act keeps you stuck in your sin. Let's say you're working towards a personal goal, whether it's advancing your career, developing a new skill, or nurturing a healthy relationship. Lust can derail all of that because it shifts the focus away from growth and toward instant gratification. Recognizing that your response to temptation is a choice puts the power back in your hands. It's kind of a mental strength training. If you lift weights, your muscles will get stronger because they encounter resistance. Similarly, every time you resist lustful impulses, you build your mental toughness. It starts from tiny little things. One single moment of self-control when you're faced with temptation. Over time, it's a pile of such small wins, and then no becomes second nature. Here's a simple application. Every time you catch yourself blaming external circumstances for lustful thoughts, stop and reframe it. Say instead, they're making it difficult. Then, I have the ability to choose how I react, and I'm choosing to think about my goals. Such a simple switch is profoundly empowering. Number 2. Separate lust from love. Know the difference. The biggest misconception is probably mistaking lust for love. Lust is about taking it. It's self-serving and transitory. Love is about giving, respecting, and genuinely valuing another person in entirety. Knowing the difference transforms how you view relationships, which, by extension, transforms yourself. When you're in the grip of lust, people become objects. They're reduced to their physical attributes, and any deeper connection or meaning is lost. This not only harms others, but also diminishes your sense of purpose and self-worth. True love, however, elevates both parties. It's rooted in mutual respect, kindness, and understanding. For example, consider working with an attractive colleague. Lust may blur lines and distract you from the work at hand, reducing a professional relationship to distraction and fantasy. But focusing on character, skills, and contributions changes your perspective from what can I get to how can I value this person as a colleague. Reframing interactions in this way, you automatically focus more on meaningful interactions and less on shallow distractions. And that is how you stay focused, maintain closer relationships, and stay oriented to your goals. Number 3. Recognize the true nature of lust and call it out. Lust thrives in the shadows. It grows stronger when you ignore it, excuse it, or pretend it's harmless. The truth is, lust is selfish. It's not about love, admiration, or connection. It's about feeding a craving, often at the expense of your values and goals. Imagine your goals as a beautiful garden you're growing. Lust is like the weeds that just pop up uninvited. If you let it grow, it spreads out and chokes the flowers and vegetables you so desperately worked for. If you know lust for what it is, a weed, then it becomes easier to get rid of it. One way to deal with lust is mindfulness. The moment there comes a lustful thought, don't suppress or pretend it's not around. Acknowledge it, but do not judge it. You can say to yourself, this is a distraction, and I do not need it. Then you channel your energy elsewhere for something productive. Visualization is another strong tool. The very next time a lustful thought enters your mind, visualize it like a weed in your garden. Envision yourself pulling it up and tossing it away. This mental exercise drives the thought that lust is something that you don't want to encourage or entertain. By calling out lust for what it is, you strip it of its powers and take a huge leap towards staying focused on your goals. Number 4. Avoid blame shifting. Stop the excuses. One of the most common traps people fall into is blaming others for their struggles with lust. It's easy to say, if they didn't dress like that, I wouldn't feel this way. But this mindset only keeps you stuck. Blaming external factors gives lust power over you and takes away your ability to change. Let's break it down with a simple example. Let's imagine you're walking down the street when you see someone who is dressed in a manner that arouses your attention. Lust would whisper, "They're making me feel this way." Pause and ask yourself, if this were your family member or close friend dressed like this, would you have the same feeling? You probably wouldn't. Here's a practical tip. When you catch yourself slipping into blame, practice gratitude. Focus on the things that you're thankful for in your life, your goals, relationships, and opportunities. Gratitude is a great way to shift your mind and keep you grounded. Number 5. Pornography's harmful effects. Cut the cord. We cannot talk about killing lust without addressing pornography, or porn as it's often called. On the surface, it might seem like a harmless activity, an easy way to get out or satisfy one's curiosity, but in reality, it's much worse than most people can imagine. Porn doesn't just objectify people, it rewires your brain. Studies have shown that regular consumption of pornography dulls empathy, distorts expectations of real-life relationships, and even fuels addiction. Over time, it creates a cycle of dependency that's hard to break. Here's the kicker. Porn doesn't just impact your personal life. It sabotages your focus and productivity. Every minute spent consuming it is a minute lost to distraction. And the mental energy it consumes, whether through guilt, shame, or cravings, takes a toll on your ability to concentrate on your goals. If you're serious about killing lust, quitting porn is non-negotiable. Start by identifying triggers, whether it's stress, boredom, or certain online habits, and replace them with healthier alternatives. Instead of reaching for your phone, go for a run, or work on a skill you've been meaning to develop. Accountability is another strong tactic. Share your goals with a close friend or mentor, asking them to check in on your progress and encourage you when necessary. Knowing someone will hold you accountable makes all the difference at temptation's moment. The benefits from cutting corn are enormous. In the short term, you'll be feeling much more in control of your thoughts. Confidence will increase, and so will energy and mental clarity. All essential elements in maintaining your focus on what you want. Breaking free from lust isn't just a matter of self-control. It is a choice to live the life where goals, relationships, and growth take up the center space. You have the power to change. If this video helped you or gave you something to think about, give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who might need it. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Let's continue building a life of focus, purpose, and strength together.